Are you guys? A discarded old notebook. Would you believe that it contains a person's lifelong regrets? Today, in 10,000 letters, it's a story that finally found the truth that I couldn't finish. An old house on the outskirts of Gyeonggi Province. Lee Do-hyun, an 87-year-old man, sitting by the window of the living room, dusting off the bookshelf. All the children left for the city. The house left alone is getting old. At his feet, he had been collecting books and documents for decades. It was tangled up, and then deep down on the floor, a thin, faded notebook came out. Let's open our notebooks. There was clumsy writing all over the place. In 1972, my first salary, I gave it to my mother. I couldn't stop crying that day. In 1981, I had a bad argument with my wife. I should have hugged you warmly. The writing was interrupted in between. Many pages were empty. Do-hyun murmured in a trembling voice, "Why couldn't I write this to the end?" In my notebook, there were words he had never said in his life. "Son, when you gave up studying, I only got angry. Actually, I was scared. I'm afraid I won't be able to protect you. Wife, I'm sorry for always making you suffer. I wanted to see more of your smile." The more I read, the more tears flowed from Do-hyun's eyes. He wanted to leave a glow. I always put it off, saying, "I'll use it tomorrow." The notebook wasn't even half filled. It was buried in time. A few days later, Hyun-woo, a grandchild of college students, I came for the vacation. Hyun-woo found a notebook while cleaning the room. "Grandpa, what's this?" "I think it's been a long time." Do-hyun hesitated for a moment and then said, It's a record of my life that I couldn't finish writing." Hyun-woo reads the notebook slowly. My eyes turned red. "Grandpa, why didn't you show us this?" Do-hyun sighed and said, "I was embarrassed. I'm always angry. I don't talk. In the end, I couldn't tell you everything that mattered." Hyun-woo answered, holding his hand tightly. "We didn't know. That's how my grandfather felt. Now that I hear it, thank you so much." At that moment, Do-hyun realized it was a notebook that I couldn't finish writing, that the truth was still alive. That night, Do-hyun picked up the pen again. My hands were shaking and my handwriting was crooked. I wrote it down in my notebook with all my might. Today, I spoke with my grandson. I can still be forgiven. Now my mind has become a little lighter. And on the last page, I wrote it like this: "If anyone reads this notebook, don't spare your words of love. That word protects the lives of those left behind." A few months later, Do-hyun passed away quietly. There was a notebook spread out on the desk. The last letter remained the same. After the funeral was over, Hyun-woo said, "I went to the beach with my notebook in my arms, in the wind." He whispered quietly, "Grandpa, we'll continue writing now. I will make a record with no regrets." Throwaway notebook is the record that I couldn't finish. It was a story that opened up the conversation between generations. We often have, "You said, you don't have to tell me." I often leave an important mind. But every line of writing, every word, sometimes it can prevent a generation of regrets. Right now, if there's something you haven't told me, write it down on paper today. The handwriting makes someone's life. It may protect you forever.